Now today we're looking at my top 5 decks of court cards. Now this month we are doing a ton of top 5s. Literally we're doing over 20 of them, 5 every week. It's going to be absolutely insane. So if you love top 5s, all about playing cards, cardistry, and magic, you're in the right place. So subscribe, ring the bell, so you can get notified when new videos drop all of this month. It's going to be a lot of fun. So let's get into it right now. Now I know this one is a little bit controversial because this is either a love or a hate for these court cards, but personally I'm one of the ones who loved them. So number 5, we're going with the Paradigm playing cards. This is such a cool deck created by my friend Derek Grimes. Now these court cards are not quite usual and I love it because of it. These court cards have been zoomed in and are only on the one side. So I think that is super cool. So like these two are industry standard, and this is actually Derek Grimes himself as the King of Hearts. So honestly, just super cool as that they zoomed it in, they tilted it a little bit diagonal, and I absolutely love it. So let's get into number 4. Now no one's going to be that shocked by this one. This is the Memento Mori deck. Memento Mori was created by Chris Ramsey, an absolutely beautiful court card, and let me show you why. It's basically taking that same pattern that he had and doing it for the entire thing. The face, the clothes, the weapons, everything. Absolutely love these court cards. Let's get into number 3. Now these cards have a lot of the same principle as Memento Mori. Let me show you which ones are. These are the Series B V2 playing cards. Now this is a super cool deck. The reason I like this deck more is because it has a little bit more of a layered and 3D look on a 2D surface, which is absolutely gorgeous. If you do not like these court cards, you are mentally insane, and I'm sorry about your luck. But hopefully I can redeem it with number 2. With number 2, we have the Squeezers V3 playing cards. Now, the first thing about these are they are done in metallic ink instead of normal ink on the faces. And the second one is that it all ties in perfectly with the deck, which if you know me, I love that so much. If the deck has a theme, the courts should go along with it. This is what I mean by that. So just for one instance, you have the King of Diamonds and he's holding part of a grapefruit. The next one is the Queen of Diamonds and she's holding a basket of grapefruits. And the Jack of Hearts is drinking grapefruit juice. So seriously, the entire deck is based around it and the court cards resemble it perfectly. So before we get to number 1, let's look at a few honorable mentions. Now the first one of our honorable mentions goes to the Works playing cards by Card Cuts. Card Cuts is a super awesome place for playing cards, and they're also the place that made one of the other 2 decks, which is coming up in a second. And this is why I love these courts. You would never guess that these courts look like this, and this is what they look like. It is going to be the same Works design with all the different gears and such, but this time they make the different letters for the court cards, and it's in a 3D image, like a complete 3D render, as if you could take it off of the page, and it's awesome. So freaking awesome. It's a little bit 3D though, and it's like diagonal instead of straight on, which gives it that you can see that side of it, and you can see through parts of it to see the second half of it. It's honestly just a gorgeous, gorgeous thing of court cards. But let's get on to the other honorable mention. Now so far you've probably heard of all 5 of those decks. They're very well known. This deck is not as well known, but I still love these court cards, and I take this deck with me places because of the court cards. If I'm going to get dressed up, I'm using the Bicycle Gentleman playing cards. Now, why am I going to use that? Well, I love to get dressed up. I love to be in a suit constantly, and this deck completely resembles how I like to be. It has a little bit of a 1920s look, and I'm absolutely digging it. So, super cool court cards. And without any further ado, let's get into number 1. Now, as I said before, this is a deck done by Card Cuts, which only gives you a certain amount of options, because Card Cuts, although I wish they would have printed more because there's only so much time in the day for you to print cards, but I just love Card Cuts decks. So, we're looking at the Oblique playing cards. Again, a gorgeous deck by Card Cuts, and this is what the court cards look like. They have a little bit of a glitched ink look. Honestly, even just like if you look at any of the faces, it looks like it glitched. It looks like a computer screen glitched real quick and they took a screenshot of it, and it's so freaking dope. I love the colors on it. Like, it's resembling the back design super well of all this like splattered ink, and then you get the glitch effect on the court cards, and it's beautiful. So if you love top fives and you love court cards and playing cards and the whole works, please make sure to subscribe to the channel and ring the bell so you get notified when more of these videos drop. Because if you made it this far, you clearly like the stuff. And because you made it this far, a lot of these cards that I used in today's video are 10% off just for you. So check out the description below, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. This is Card Perfect, signing off.